All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world. Of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Play fake, and it's Watson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Khalil Mack. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about use the backside of the backfield, because I know that.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Mike, get ready.
To the air yet again, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
53, Mike, 53. Let's go, defense is good.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson. steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down now, it's Lindsay. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. We got to get the ball.
Third and long, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the NFC will take over first and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It's a big play for the NFC. 40 yards. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the NFC adds on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Throwing on third down, Watson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. Get the points down. He's coming.
Watson off play action. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 27 yards. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Watson looks to throw again, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Rodgers. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Watson dancing to his left. Past the 12, Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for the touchdown. Antonio Brown, 47 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not no good. He missed it, missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll be out right at the 35. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He finds Beckham complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Rodgers now on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the AFC has taken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The AFC coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his target, Beckham. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On play action. Now Rodgers. And that one's complete to Gurley. So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on. That one, and a first down.
Good for an AFC first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, Green 80! Green 80!
Now it's the backup, Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. Oh, it stays up. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty. Good here at the 30-yard line.
AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, and that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Watson on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Being chased out left. It's complete to Diggs. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the kick by Rosas is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Gurley. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the fourth. Gurley again here on first down. Bulldozes past him. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done. Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And able to haul it in is Kittle. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Get in the weight room. 44. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the AFC. 49 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now Watson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 19. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Mike's 50.
Watson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Hayden Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC has retaken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ryan to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready. Got one. Space. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing now is Ryan. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Ready.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the curve. Hey, you.
One last shot for Ryan. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.